Hi there, it's Deb and Beck, and welcome to this week's vlog. So, wherever you are watching this, I'm sure there is somewhere else you can connect with us as well, and we would love you to do that. So, we are on YouTube as Dare to Be You. We would love you to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss our videos. We are on Facebook. We have a group, Dare to Be You, with a purple heart at the end of it. We'd love you to join us in that group. We have a website, daretobeyou.co.uk, where you can find out about all the things we do and sign up to our newsletter so you never miss anything that's going on. And also, we are on LinkedIn under my name, Deborah Simmons. So please connect with us wherever makes sense to you. So each week, Beck and I take a title and write a blog, and then we read it out for you on this video for you to watch if this is the way that you like to do it. So this week, we started with the title Overwhelm, and I am going to read what Beck wrote for you. So here we go, Overwhelm. We decided on our blog topic this week, as we've been having a few conversations with people who felt overwhelmed. It's a feeling I'm very familiar with. For a few years, I felt overwhelmed in a job I was working that kept me awake at night and struggling with anxiety. For me, when I feel overwhelmed, there are two things I look to remember: what my feelings are telling me and where my responsibility lies. My feelings are not telling me that I have more to do than I can manage, or that I won't get done what needs to be done, or even that someone else should be helping me. Feelings do not hold any information about my circumstances. I'm going to say that again because it's absolutely key. My feelings are never giving me information about my circumstances, other people, or anything outside of me. What are my feelings telling me then? Feelings are a barometer telling me how true I am taking my thoughts to be in this moment. Or another way I look at this is that feelings tell me where I am on the responsibility scale. As human beings, we are called to take responsibility, to step up and to do what is ours to do. But it's also built into the system that it isn't all on our shoulders. There is a beautiful space of balance where we can do what is ours without taking on the burden of everything. It can be very easy to overstep the mark, to take on God's job, or to try to do the universe's work. Thankfully, our feelings tell us when we have done this. The feeling of overwhelm is telling me that I am doing just that. As we begin to see that our feelings are reminding us where we are on the responsibility scale, we begin to move back towards the place of balance. We can look within to know what is ours to do. We can see that our responsibilities don't come with a heavy feeling, and our mind begins to clear. With a clear mind, whatever is ours to do becomes effortless. We can turn up and do what is ours. We can carry out our work, respond to our loved ones, or take care of our responsibilities with ease. The more I am reminded of these two things, what my feelings are telling me and where my responsibility lies, the less I am caught up with overwhelm. And when I am, sometimes I know where to look: within. Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Beck.
So I'm going to read Deb's blog on overwhelm. I shouted at my kids today. It all got too much and I really yelled. I'm feeling so crappy right now, I don't know what to do. Someone on one of our calls said this recently. I could really relate. Don't you just hate it when something like that happens? When you feel so overwhelmed that you do something you know isn't great and then feel really bad afterwards. Have you ever felt that overwhelmed? You know that feeling when you just want to scream because you're losing control. There's so much going on, you just can't keep up. You are out of your depth and drowning in it all. It's not nice. I'm sure you don't like that feeling any more than I do. But with the busy lives we lead these days, how do we avoid becoming overwhelmed in this way? Isn't it just something we have to put up with? A price we pay for the fast action-filled lives that we lead? I used to think that was the case. I honestly don't think that anymore. I wanted to share something about overwhelm with you that you might find interesting, surprising, and best of all, helpful. Something I didn't used to know. Overwhelm doesn't come from having too much to do. It doesn't come from not being in control. It doesn't come from not knowing what to do first. It doesn't come from not understanding how to do the task in front of you. It comes from your own mind. Your mind makes it up. Yes, that's right, it's made up. And not only that, it's your own mind that does it. So the only place the problem of overwhelm exists is in your own mind. And the only thing that will solve this problem is a change of mind. So what's really going on, and how do our minds change? When your mind is full to bursting with personal thoughts, those thoughts create scenarios and stories about you and about what's going on. When those stories and scenarios don't fit with the truth of who you are, you get a feeling that warns you of that fact. In this case, a feeling of overwhelm. If you ever get a feeling of overwhelm, you can be grateful because it means you are working perfectly. It means your inbuilt self-correct mechanism is serving you well. If you understand that your own thoughts have simply run away with themselves, this alone will be enough to calm your thoughts down for your mind to change. The problem isn't too much to do. It isn't not knowing what to do first. It isn't not understanding how to perform any given task. It is a misunderstanding of your own mind and what the feeling is alerting you to. It feels as if the feeling comes from a number of things, maybe even different things on different days and at different times. But overwhelm, and in fact all feelings, come from one place and one place only. The thinking we are having in that moment, our own mind. When we mistakenly believe that overwhelm comes from too much to do, we get very busy trying to feel better by getting on top of everything, controlling our to-do list, the people in our lives, and anything else that could make us feel bad. But this is simply never going to be a foolproof way of sorting the problem because it's not the cause of our bad feeling. Yet once we actually start to look for the connection between our thinking and how we feel, we begin to see that we always and only ever feel what we think. We see that overwhelm is made up by our personal thoughts. Overwhelm is a story we are telling ourselves. Once we see through the story of overwhelm, it will feel very different and likely as not fade away. This may sound too simple, but life is a lot more simple than we think it is. We think complex problems into being. A really great starting point for overcoming overwhelm is becoming aware of our own mind and just how powerful it is and how it actually works. We have something amazing within us, but we are rather like monkeys with machine guns when we don't understand how it all works. The great news is that we can learn to understand, and understanding is all that's required for peace of mind to be restored. Thanks, Deb.
Thank you.
So wherever you're watching this, as Deb said at the beginning, there's lots of ways to connect with us. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dare to Be You, and then you'll be notified whenever we do videos. You can join our Facebook group, Dare to Be You, with the purple heart, and keep in touch with us and connect with us there. You can visit our website, daretobeyou.co.uk, and sign up to our mailing list so that you know what we're always up to. And you can also connect on LinkedIn. We have that under Deb's name, Deborah Simmons, so you can connect with us there. And we would love to see you somewhere else. It'd be great to keep in touch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.